This episode is brought to you by Libre DeFi Animal Farms NFT series. These 2,500 uniquely generated NFTs will give you an all-access pass to the Libre platform with additional perks like APR boosts for staking and farming, early access to the PTE gaming beta, and more. And if you mint with the Libre token, you'll get 2 NFTs for the price of 1. Visit LibreDeFi.io for more details on acquiring this awesome NFT series. Link in the description below.
This my 2 Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah.
Yo, what's up? This is DR Little John with the G Perspective. Got my G son right here. I want to speak on something. You know, the way the world is going and the direction it's going, you got to make sure that you don't allow the world to educate and be his primary or your children's or the children in your purviews. Don't allow the world to be their primary teachers. Don't allow the world to be their primary instructors. You're the person who has that child's best interests at heart. It doesn't mean that you be foolish, but once again, make sure that you're inputting. Make sure that you're writing code into their little brains. You know, think of it this way. The educational system, the primary thing that we'll use as adults is finances, but yet we're not taught financial literacy extensively. There's a reason for that. The reason is in part because those children who are taught it will have a leg up. Don't allow the kids under your purview to have a leg down. Make sure they have a leg up. Teach them the skill sets that they need to be self-sovereign and to be independent. Teach them the history of money. So anyway, I want to read this book called Bitcoin for Kiddos, a story of Bitcoin, and it's by Chris and Frida Bobet. Can you say Bitcoin for Kiddos? Huh? Bitcoin? So the opening cover says, to our children, Bitcoin, you say it? Say it again, Bitcoin? Okay, so it says, to our children, Benjamin and Emma, whose future is more important to us than anything else, and to Max Kaiser and Stacy Herbert for first introducing us to Bitcoin many years ago. Thank you. Bitcoin is something, yes, something quite rare. It's rare, man. It's almost as rare as you. You won't find it in your pocket or under this chair. You won't find it under this chair. It's much more than money. It's much more than money, man. But weighs as much as thought. You can hold it here, but it's heavy. It's deep. You can buy anything with it, and over time, it appreciates a lot. It's going to grow, man. It's going to appreciate. One guy bought one pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. Now that's worth millions. It was created in a time when the world was in crisis. It grew to be something quite rare and something quite priceless. It grew. The media fought over it and called it a scam. They called it a scam, man, but it's still here. But years after year, it dominated the land. Governments lied and said Bitcoin had no worth. They banned it and unbanned it since almost its birth. Yeah, that's the Chinese. They banned it. A lot of people banned it. Then they unbanned it. And it's still here. But the people you see were smarter than that. And something inside of them kept saying, I smell a rat. So they did their own research and studied at length the history of money and what once made it great. Do your own research, man. Do your own research. Study. Down the rabbit hole, they called it. When clarity struck, no more searching was needed. No more blaming bad luck. They went down the rabbit hole, man. They went down the rabbit hole. They didn't come back up, man. They went down the rabbit hole. You hear me? You don't got to come back up. You can stay down the rabbit hole. Money is money and currency is different. Money has value and creates great wealth, while currency is paper that robs your financial health. It robs you, man. You don't want to be robbed. It robs you of your financial health, man. Make sure you stay financially healthy. Once the secret was out, the next crisis struck and the people were happy. They no longer had to pass the buck. You ain't got to pass the buck, man. You can keep the buck. The government panicked and kept printing their money, kept printing their paper. The printer was going brrrr. They promised the people that soon they would taper. I say taper my, you know. But the people were wise and had studied the past. They took all that paper and bought Bitcoin real fast. They bought it fast, man. You got to get it fast. You got to get yours. Yes. The new world was born and the government lost their power to control the people's future from their ivory towers. They lost the control, man. The people were free. Look at the ATMs and exchanges. No more were the people slaves to those men and the currency they manipulated to their own end. Over time, the government concluded the people were right. The people were right, man. The people were right. They began buying Bitcoin. No more reason to fight. The idea of Bitcoin kept empowering others until everyone had it all sisters and brothers. It became the one thing that united us all, and the world became peaceful once and for all. The world became peaceful because of Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin is peace, man, for the people, man. Now you got that seed planted in your brain, man. You got that seed planted in your brain, man. You know about Bitcoin, man. You're going to be ahead of the curve of your peers. All because of that. All because somebody planted the seed. Yeah, Bitcoin. I want to emphasize that I got this book, Bitcoin for Kiddos, at Unconfiscatable 2022. It's by Chris and Frida Bobet. You can find it at www.bitcoinforkiddos.com. That's kiddos with 2 Ds. I want to emphasize it's important that you instill qualities and strengths and tool sets into your children and in those children that you love that will allow them to be mentally, physically, and economically free. Bless them with a start that allows them economic sovereignty so that they don't have to compromise the things that they believe in, their dreams, the directions that they want to go in. Contribute to putting them ahead of the curve, man. Introduce things into them that have a lifelong effect. Teach them and say things to them that they can play back when you're long gone. Things that will reverberate within them and will give them direction and insight when they need it most. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to Crypto Blood, Dr. Little John, and this is my 2 Satoshis. Peace. I'm out.